Good morning, everyone. So today is Saturday, the 13th of July, 2024. And I thought instead of me typing a massive advert out on eBay or Trader or whatever, I'd do a video, stick it on YouTube and link to that. So for sale is my 67 plate KTM 1290 Superduke. Now, I absolutely love this bike. I've just come back from a trip to Austria and Italy on it. And it's absolutely amazing. I'm 6 foot tall, I weigh about 13.5 stone. It's all day comfy. And then when you get to where, if you're doing a lot of motorway slogging to get where you need to get to, it's all day comfy on that. And then when you get where you're going, stick everything in sport mode and it's absolutely mint doing mountain twisties. So the bike itself, like I said, it's a 67 plate. It's done just shy of 36,000 miles, and it's got a full service history, which I'll stick a screenshot in this video of the spreadsheet with all the service history information on so you can read it. But I'll just go through what's on offer for sale with the bike. So I bought this bike in 2019, I think, or 2020. No, I bought it in 2020. I'd gone from a Multistrada to a K1600. I'd decided it was a bad decision. Excuse me, a bad decision. So I went for another V-twin. So I'll start at the back. So the bike comes with the top box. As you can see, it's in full working order, works a treat. Wouldn't be without it when I'm touring abroad. I work out of that basically. Also comes with panniers, great, absolutely essential. I don't put luggage in them. Generally they've got tyre repair stuff, waterproof, security devices, etc, etc. So everything works on the bike, it's fine. The bike has an Inov K2 camera system fitted. It has a rear facing camera and it has a front facing camera which I've got looking through the screen to offer a bit of protection. These bits of tape that you might notice on the video on the bike, they are literally for, I put rock straps on, so when I've got my two panniers on, I put a roll bag across my back seat. I'll put a photograph of that on, and I've just put the tape on there to stop the rock straps marking the paintwork. Obviously you can see the top box has got a backrest on it as well, so that's great for your pillion. Tyres were put on about 2,500 miles ago for my my aforementioned trip. The Michelin Pilot Road 4s, they're absolutely bang on, can't fault them. Bike's got an Acra can, titanium, it's in mint condition. Bike will also come with standard can. Sounds just as good as Acra, but obviously Acra looks a lot nicer. Few bits of wear and tear showing on the bike. Like, there's a little bit of paint worn off there where I clip the panniers on, etc. There's a little bit of paint worn off there where I rub my heels against my heel guards. And there's a couple of tiny little marks on petrol tank here. One there, one there. No idea what caused them. They were on the bike when I bought it. Bike has got heated rear pillion seat, heated front rider seat, and heated handlebar grips. Both, well, all three actually can be controlled from these buttons, but also the pillion can control their own seat temperature using this switch, should they so wish to. The rear hugger on the bike is only a few months old. The original rear hugger had an extender on it. on a ride out last year, the extender came off. I don't know what happened. It snapped and broke. I didn't like the fact that the original lugger had these 4 holes in it, so I bought another. The one with the 4 holes in will also come for sale with the bike. So if you manage to find another extender, I struggled. To avoid getting crap in my rear shock due to the loss of my extender, I've put an RNG shock tube on it, and it doesn't seem to affect it. I know some people say, oh well, keep all eating it. Never had any problems abroad. Foot pegs. I've replaced the foot pegs. The original foot pegs look like this. These foot pegs look like this. I got these because some of the paint had worn off the original front foot pegs, and my feet would slip off every now and again when the weather was wet. So I got these with rubber tops on. They're miles better. The bike will come with the original pegs. Engine wise, it's all just been serviced. So I thought I was going to hit the 36,000 miles when I was on my holiday, and that is when a valve clearance check is due. So early June, I did a valve clearance check. I basically just did it on the no-go principle, i.e. the maximum valve clearance feeler gauge won't fit in, the minimum one will go in a piece of piss. And that's exactly how all the valves were. It took me about 7 hours to do it, but it gave me great peace of mind when I was going on holiday that my valves were fine. So that doesn't need doing. Obviously, because I've been on a big trip, I've come back, it's had an oil change, it's had 2 brand new screens, it hasn't had the original oil screens cleaned, it's had 2 brand new screens, and it's had a brand new filter. It also comes with a 5-litre tank bag, which just clips on this ring. Absolutely essential, I find, when I'm on a péage in France. It's dead easy. Just pull up, unzip tank bag, take your ticket out of the toll, throw it in your tank bag, zip your tank bag up, set off. I keep a debit card with a nominal amount of money in there as well, so if I lose it, I'm not bankrupt. And then when I get to the next toll, I just unzip bag, take ticket out, put it in toll, tap card against contactless, and away. Brilliant. Like I say, bike's got heated grips, it's got cruise control, it's got mirror extenders. Also comes with bar risers. These obviously lift the bars up and back. The standard bar risers are adjustable anyway, and they are in their furthest back position. Bike's got ASV levers on it. They're a great lever. I bought them, and one of the reasons I'm selling the bike is I've developed really bad arthritis in my left hand, and like in Austria and Italy, doing some at Alps and doing some at Dolomites, it absolutely destroyed my clutch hand. So I might be looking at like an Africa Twin DCT or something. Bike also has handguards on it, which it didn't have on it when I bought it. It's got a big touring screen on the front of it. It also comes with a Crit Air sticker. So if you go anywhere in France that needs you to have that, you've got it and it works. It's a treat. It also comes with a standard KTM Superduke GT screen, but also a brand spanking new screen. Never been on a motorbike, never been out at Rapper. So that's good. Forks. Forks have been serviced about a month ago. Basically, just before I went on my trip, I noticed this fork seal were weeping. I did clean it with a seal scraper, which seemed to stop it leaking, but I got paranoid about my holiday and it spoiling it. So I ordered a rebuild kit and they've been rebuilt. Just new oil seals, dust seals and oil. I haven't put new bushers in because the bushers were absolutely perfect. Bike's got the Brembo Stylema calipers on it. They're an absolute amazing brake, and it had brand new brake pads in February. So they're good to go for many, many months. Maybe a couple of years, depending on how much riding you do. It also has a stop lock on the front left hand disc. So all you've got to do when you go out is take a pin with you. Basically, you put your key in here, you take this plastic plug out, you stick a pin in, and it goes through your brake disc. So bike comes with that. It's currently got a Zumo XT sat nav on it. That could be included in sale. That might be via negotiation. As you can see, the oil, excuse my fingers, the oil in the bike is clean, so it's brand new. And that's where the new screen and the filter went, and that's where the other screen went, in that one there. Also, the clutch jet that lives down in there, that was cleaned at the same time that the oil got changed. And also, the oil temperature sensor was replaced because it failed while I was on holiday. That was 145 quid. Bike's also got an air on, wouldn't be without that. It's got a manual chain oiler, which I just put gear oil in, and it helps keep your chain in good order. It's also got the 16 tooth front sprocket modification, which makes it much nicer and easier on motorways. Chain and sprockets are in good order, as you can see. All these nuts on the rear sprocket are titanium, and I just put a bit of lock wire on it for a bit of bling. Cut that off, whatever. And that's it really. The bike's been for an MOT this morning and it's passed with flying colours, no problemo. The bike has 2 keys, which you can see there. When I bought the bike, it came with 1 key, which I think is a pretty standard KTM thing. But when I've been going on tours and that, I've always got a bit paranoid about losing my key. So I bought another key. Can't believe it was 135 quid from KTM. Absolute ridiculous, but there we go. It also has the orange key, so that you can program keys to your bike. So looking at the display, so as you can see, plenty of time for another service. That was my trip, so I've done 2,687 miles on my trip, and I've done 3,890 miles since Christmas, I suppose. As you can see, the bike's done 35,542 miles. It's got tyre pressure monitors, but they don't start working until you've been riding a bit. They're fine. Favourites, you can set what they want on your favourite screen. Settings, obviously that's mint. When you go abroad, you can very easily swap from miles to kilometres, changes your speed or everything. There's the seat heating. And grip heating, and obviously if I turn the switch at the back, we should see that, yeah, as you can see, the pillion seat has now gone to maximum. I'll turn it off and it'll go back to off. There you go. Apologies for the wobbly hands, I'm just filming this on my phone. Traction control, I have that on all the time. Obviously, preload adjustment is done electronically. Never ever do it when you're sat on the bike or you've got luggage on the bike. KTM don't like that. But it quite happily moves between the two. Predominantly, I just leave it on rider luggage. Damping, obviously, you can switch between sport, street and comfort. I swap between them all regular. I wouldn't have a bike without electronic suspension these days. That makes it so much better. Driver mode again, sport, street, rain. Rain's good in heavy rain, but the other modes work fine in the rain as well. And then you get your favourite screen. So I have mine set just to tell me what my range is, so that I can swap between my suspension modes and my riding modes. What's my air temperature? And then I have heating, so that I can very easily go to my heating screen and turn my grips and seat on and off. You can hear fuel pump going. What I will do is I will stick it in neutral. And I will fire it up. As you can see, it's clap cold as well. Not blowing any smoke out at exhaust either. The ABS lights were on the dash. Obviously, they go out when you're riding a bit. Oh, I also forgot. It's also got a lithium-ion battery under there. It's got a no-code. Is it an NLP 14 or something like that? Absolute beast of an upgrade. It's much better than the standard Yuasa battery. And I also forgot, I've got a side stand extender, which makes it easier to get your foot on the side stand, but I've also got a pad that makes the foot bigger, because if you went anywhere where you park in a field, it just the side stand would just sink into the floor. So anyway, that's oh, and I can't remember if I've said already, I've taken my bike for an MOT this morning on the 13th of July 2024. Passed with flying colours, so it comes with a full 12 months MOT. The bike as it sits right now, it's ready to go. You could get on it and disappear off into Europe. You know, based on what people's annual mileage is, it's probably got 12 months or 2 years of mileage on it before it wants a service. Let me know your thoughts.